scratching my head. Good morning and welcome to WriterGreg on twitch.tv. Glad that you could all make it. And it is good to be here on Wednesday morning, ready to continue working on the Preptober for NaNoWriMo, continuing on step 3 of the snowflake method, where I am working on a summary sheet for my primary characters. And yes, James Woodwright, you have a good ear. I did change back to the epic station on Pixel Rocks. I don't know why. I just felt like it. Maybe I'm more in an epic mood this morning, and I really did like that music. So it is good to have you here, and welcome to everyone who has and will join over the next 2 hours of writing sprints. Oh, you missed it. I'm sorry you missed it, but I'm glad that it's back. All right, so let's start off. We will begin our first writing sprint in about 4 minutes at 5 minutes after the hour, and I am going to switch over to a thought of the day. And today's thought of the day, when we get there in transition. Oh yeah. This is a flow chart, an infographic that I picked up who knows where, and this helps us understand the flow chart of our point of view character, so you can decide on what kind of point of view you are having, not to limit you, but to make sure that you are being consistent in your approach every single day, every single time that you write. For example, first person versus third person. Now this decision is a major one in the writing of fiction because it depends on how inside the head that your voice, the narration, will be. The first person, I, me, we, us, this is important because it is actually in the head of the person and you are right there. And with the first person, usually that is the younger books, early readers, middle grade, young adult books. Kiddo Boy, good morning, and James, thank you so much for the host. And then you have you can go down to if it's a major or minor participant, and is the story written in present tense? So you could have first person distant or first person close. Okay, I've never really dealt with those, but it is what it is. Okay, so third person is my personal preference because this is where you get into your older young adult, your new adult, and your adult. Not in content, but of age of reader. And then I find this more my style. Then do you know what the characters are thinking? Okay, yes or no. So let's head to the no. Do you know any of the characters' histories or backgrounds? Yes. Okay, so a familiar observer or an objective observer. So here you could have a third person close or limited omniscience or a fully omniscient. Now, some of the point of views that this is missing is the third person cinematic. This is as if it is being told like a movie. And that would be your objective observer, where you're missing your third person cinematic. And then you have your tight POV. But see, I stick with a third person. Do you know what most of the characters are thinking? Yeah. But see, I'm not sure I agree with the third person omniscient, because that it allows you to head hop, and I'm not into that. Okay, I'm into a tight POV. So You know, if I was to redo, I would probably redo this graphic, looking at it more, but it does give you a good start on how to pick your POV. And there's many great articles out there on the internet to talk about choosing your POV. If you would like to use this or take a closer look at it, please visit the Memes Writing channel on the Discord server. All right, so we have had our alarm clock head off. Oops. Spoilers. We have had our alarm clock, and I have a little. There we go. Adjust the green screen. All right, let us get to our first sprint of the morning. Here we are. And all right, here is our first sprint of the morning, and let's do it. I will turn the music up. Turn the music microphone off. I will see you in 10 minutes. All right, there we go. That is the first sprint of the morning. Welcome to all those who have joined in during that sprint, DM stretch. And have I said good morning, Kit? I'm sorry if I've missed that. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for being here. All right, how did everybody do during that sprint? Well, I was able to finish Pierre here. Ooh, 172 words of background articles. Excellent, Kit. 99 words, squares, and gardens for your zone 1. Okay, I did good morning you already. Good. Good. All right. I actually got to sleep a little bit earlier last night, and so I was glad to do that. Yeah, so I think ding. But ding. I did see that, Kit. The Lifetime Grandmaster membership for World Anvil that went on sale. Yes, I did see that. I'm a little that's a little steep for me right now. It's tempting though. It is tempting, I will admit that. Oh, okay. Your annual renewal is in a month. No brainer. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to think about it more. Because I do like this platform. And I don't see myself going anywhere else, honestly. So, yeah. I am a Grandmaster level already. So, it's brutally tempting. Okay. So, let's turn off the phone alarm. You think I've learned to do that by now? Oh, I'm glad the economics worked out for you. Yeah. Excuse me. All right, so I think I'm done here with Pierre. Now I just have the Marquis, Ruben Moreau. Oh. Yes, we did hear about the Lifetime sub. We were just talking about that. It's tempting. What else can I say about that? It is tempting, but I need to think about it more. So, yeah. If I had everybody who is subscribed as a follower subscribe, I'd definitely be able to. But we'll see. We will see. I'm glad to be a Grandmaster already, but I'll have to check that out. Okay, so thinking here about the Marquis Moreau. All right, there is the alarm. All right, let us get the next sprint going. Get back to work here. I don't know if I ever turned down the music. It's sounding kind of loud, but that's okay. There we go. Sprint number 2 on the way. Right? Nope, I never did turn it down. So there's the music. Let's turn the microphone off. I'll see you in 10. there we go. That is the end of the sprint. Need to add in one last. Right, okay. There we go. Working on the Marquis Rubin Moreau. All right, Kit, 100-ish words of BB code and stub making. All right. More discussions about the Ad Infinitum World Anvil membership. Yep, and its associated costs. Yep. 61 words on streets and transportation in Zone 1. Good job. You know, my Marquis Moreau here is, I changed him from a primary character to a secondary character. I don't think he's going to have as much of a role in the story as except being the symbol of oppressiveness to my female main antagonist. And it's just trying to, you know, I have here, where is it? Over here, yeah. Here I have I only have 2 point of view characters, 2 main characters, but I have 4 antagonists. An overall antagonist in Phalamons, then we have the king's antagonist, then we have the male protagonist's antagonist, and then we have the female protagonist antagonist. Say that 10 times fast. And so it's just, you know, it's not gonna, I mean, it's, you know, 50,000 or maybe 75,000 words, trying to get all of that in there. It's just going to be interesting to see if I'll be able to fit everything in, because that's actually a worry that I have. Last time I wrote this book, I got 53,000 words for NaNoWriMo, but I only got through the first act. So it's just going to be an interesting one. Seeing if I can do it. All right, so, but I'm glad to be done. Well, am I done with Marquis? No, I may have to do one more sprint on the Marquis. But with him being a secondary character, it's not like I want to be able to, you know, fully embrace or put out all of this information about him, because he's not really that important. I mean, he's not going to have a 3-act structure, growth, or whatnot. Yeah. I think I'm going to... Yeah. So some may have noticed here, I have my tags that I use for my different articles. That way I can populate the things, and so these are all the different tags that I've set up for each narrative, so that it's easier to find them and categorize them, and then be able to, you know, do that. So like if I come here to my main article, you know, I have all of this. And so here, okay, so the Marquis Moreau, I just changed him from a primary character. Now he's down into a secondary character, but he's still an antagonist, so he has the 2 tags, putting him into the 2 different places. And so I will be expanding that as we go along. All right, so let's get ready for the next sprint of the morning. Sprint number 3. Checking the clock. See, yeah, which one is this? That song is Tetris. It is called The Temptress Ode to Blocks. It was Tetris. All right, let's turn the music up. Microphone's off. I'll see you in 10. right, how did everybody do? I created my first family tree. I know this child wasn't born in with only one parent. I just haven't defined who the mom is. Yeah, this family tree doesn't. 102 words on transportation and streets in Zone 1. Good job. Hey, E-Songbird, good morning. How are ya? Finished up your table. Really excited about the new feature, but disappointed to see the text don't wrap in the cells. Interesting. Cell wrapping is, if you can love a feature of a spreadsheet, I've never really used a spreadsheet for math and finances and stuff for that like that. It's almost always just data, presentation, and analysis. But that's who I am. Well, that might be a question for the World Anvil Help channel. I have not played with it at all. I mean, I have it. Yes, we have seen the World Anvil announcement, the Songbird. We have been talking about it a lot this morning. Delian, good morning. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm mesmerized by chat. I gotta. So I think I'm done here with the marquee, which makes me happy. That. I think I gave him a little bit more information than normal. Oh, I haven't given his. Maybe I'm not done. Oh well. Just put in there. Ruba. He is a marquee. Yeah, manual brakes aren't okay. I don't know what level tables are. Sorry, James. Hey. Oh boy, this is going to be a... Thank you so much. Ten Shinoshin. Ten Shinoshin? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Thank you so much for the follow. Glad to have you here. We are about to start another word sprint in about a minute. Oh, Delian, go have a great stream and have fun. Close. Ten Shinoshin? I don't know where the emphasis is. All right, let's dismiss. All right, there is our alarm for the next 10-minute sprint. Let's get that up on that clock up. All right, there we go. There is the clock. Let's turn the music back up. And we'll turn the microphones off and get ready to sprint. I'll see you in 10. Alright, there's the end of that sprint. How did everybody do? I did a little bit of reading. I am calling step 3 of the snowflake method done for me, having written 6 character summary sheets. Oh, James, setting up article for Zone 2 government. Got my kid into the right assignment for e-learning. Good. All right. Yeah, I have this here, and it's about 200-ish words, and they say about 500 words. So I'm just thinking on what more I want to add to it. Maybe it's... not sure what I should do next. Because I do want to think about my different acts that I have. I definitely want to do it before the 4-page summary. Okay. One-page summary. I could put it in here, or you can create it as a new plot. I think I'll probably put it as a new. Yeah. Let's copy this. Let's create a new article. This will be a plot. No, this could be a prose article. Yeah, this will be a prose article. And we'll just call this the 1-page summary. And there we go. Save. This is gonna. I'll keep this as a private document. This is a draft. I'll save those changes and come back over here. Come on, where are you? That looks like that. Disappeared. Oh well. Alright. I'll just put the link in here to after. There's the 1-page summary. Okay. And take this out and put it over here into the prose. Save changes. Can we see your lemon donation sheet? Sure. There it is. Let's see. Before we start the next sprint, we are at 70.3. We are now at 70.5, and when I updated it this morning, we're now at 7:15 a.m. starting time, and we're a couple thousand away from our 7 o'clock starting time. So that is progressing very nicely. All right. So let us continue in the next sprint. All right, this is the, all right, 6 o'clock, top of the hour. And press the button, wait 2 seconds, there it is. All right, turn up the music, it's a quiet song, and turn off the microphone. I'll see you in 10. All right, there we go. Welcome, Macaro. Glad to have you make it. Let's turn down the music a little bit. Okay, James, I'm not sure I can really answer your question about a mental canon that freights in and out of your city, because I don't know what a mental canon is. That, and usually, a mental canon that freights in and out the most reliable, while, okay, a train. Okay, a train. Okay, a mental canon is a train. Yeah, see, since I'm not as familiar with the terminology that you're using, I can't. But if you're talking about, okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I have a mental canon that freights in and out is the most reliable. Oh, cannon as in, okay, not a thing that goes boom and shoots a projectile. Sorry. As in cannon you didn't write down. Okay. That double N was messing me up. Okay, you have the idea in your mind that freight in and out is most reliable, while passengers carriages going to and from other cities is not. What are some unseen or unthought of consequences of this? Highway robbery would be one. It's interesting that freight would be the easiest way to transport things back and forth, but people are not. Why? I think you need to, define, what you mean by freight, the modes of transportation, and why something is better or something is not. Because, right now, in our troubled times, freight is being moved all over the country still, thanks to truckers, thanks to trains and things like that. But people are not. We are not really moving around as a people due to the pandemic. And so there's not real need for people. And maybe in your world there's not a need for people to move around as much, whereas there still is a need to move freight around. This all goes back to your post-apocalyptic world that you have set up. How common is moving of freight? And when you talk about moving freight from city to city, are we talking a truckload? Are we talking a train load? Are we talking about a long train? I mean, what is freight? Exactly. That's a good question, McCarl. Yeah. Our people aren't protected, but cargo is heavily secured. Yeah. Yeah. So that's a good question. Okay. Well, we do have another sprint on our way now. Let us start that. And hopefully those are some questions for you. Sorry to spend so much of the time trying to figure out the question. All right, there is the sprint timer. Let's turn the music up. We will turn the microphone off, and I will see you in 10. No worries, James. All right. Looks like James and McCarl are having a great conversation in chat. Thank you so much for working on that. Yeah, I was confused, but those are some good ideas. All right, that was the end of the sprint. Let's see, sprint number 6. We have 2 more sprints. Half an hour left in the stream this morning. Oh yeah, no worries, James. I think you're making great progress in the chat and getting the ideas written down. Myself, I'm working on, thinking more detailed of it. I should probably show you that. Oh, no kidding, Macaro. The bus drives arose 4 minutes early, 5 minutes late. Yeah, that is crazy. Hey, DM Stretch, been working on your CSS work today. Very good. Good to know. So what I have here is something that I had been working on for a different project that I think I'm going to work in here. And this may seem overly complicated because it is. And turn the music down. It is overly complicated. But, how do you outline a book? Oh yeah, no worries about the quiet lurking. Glad to have you here. How do you outline a book? There are so many different ways that you can outline a book. And here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different ways to outline a book. We have our 7 plot points, Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, our 3-act structure, our hero's journey, which is split into the outer journey and the inner journey, and the heroine's journey, if you think of, and the villain's journey. So those are the 3 different, hero, heroine, and villain. And then you have romancing the beat, which is the plot lines that you need to have or are recommended to have for a romance novel. And yeah, and so this is the spreadsheet that I came up with, and I'm trying to reconcile all of these things together. For example, in plot point, the hook is at the 5%, which is also called the inciting incident. Let me highlight that. Which is also your call to adventure, which is also your increased awareness of the change, and your villain has I'll think about that. And then you have your intros. And so this is what I'm working on. And then /key, I might package this up as something. I'm just sharing what it is right now. And so you know what I'm working on. But yes, I'm thinking of making it available in some way, maybe as a bonus or a reward. Thank you. I do like it. But so what I have over here is, it's hard to write a story in a grid like this. So here's the same thing in a linear format. And so that's what I'm working on okay, get rid of the alarm. So basically, here are 96 steps, or it's taking 96 rows in the spreadsheet, 96 steps to outline your book. And if you could follow this, and you would have a strong structure, and then all you would need to do is to write down what happens in each one. And so this is more closely related to a different step. This is actually step 8 of the snowflake method, write a list of all scenes. So I am bouncing a little ahead of step 4, but I wanted to get this in my mind better to be able to write my 1-page synopsis. So Yeah, so let's get back to the next sprint. I like the idea because, like editing, very much. It can be edited, changed later. Yeah, you don't have to fill in all of the slots. You don't have to do the slots in the exact order. You could move things around. Yes, you can definitely. This is not meant to be a structure to bind you to something specific. This is meant to be a scaffolding that you can build something upon. It's not a cage, it's a framework. So let's turn the music back up and turn the mic off, and see you in 10. All right, that sprint is over. I think my clock up there is like 4 minutes fast. Oh well. Okay, how did everybody do? Okay, James, what is it called if the prison isn't just the punishment? You do labor as part of the sentence, like British workhouses. Yeah, hard labor. That's a good thing. Yeah. I don't know. Forced labor. Yeah, there's the chain gangs. I'm not as familiar with the American or any prison system, really. But I think that they're just within the prisons themselves. I don't know if in American Common English is a separation from the prison where you just sit there for however long your sentence is, and the work programs that you do. I don't have, but yeah, forced labor, hard labor. Yeah, I'm afraid I don't have an answer on that one. All right, so yeah, I've been working on this outliner here, just trying to make it a little bit, I don't know, more understanding. Penal labor as name of the wiki page. Oh, okay. That is a good point. I wasn't much help, but I'm glad that /Key and Makar were able to help with that. Delete that. Okay, I have this thing. I'm going to duplicate this just in case. Just to have something. Oh, there's that. Okay. We have Act 1. All right, we have about a minute. Or not. We have about no time until the next sprint starts. All right, let's get that going. All right, last sprint of the morning. Yes, if a spear goes through something, it's impaled. But usually if it's an animal tusk, like an elephant tusk or a rhino horn, you're gorged. So I would look for more exact definitions for him being impaled or gorged. No, gore is what comes out of you when you've been impaled. All right, see you in 10. And there we go, the end of the sprints and nearing the end of the episode today. Macaro, wow, you could have up to 14 rats in there. Wow. Okay, have a good work meeting. Thank you so much for everyone. Thank you to Kidopoi and Macaro for the contribution to the 1 million lemon challenge, and that is still going well. Let's see how we're doing. We are at 70.7%. So let's come back. Do I even have that open? Let's open that up. So we'll come in here and we'll go 707-911. All right, we are still at the 7:15 open time, but that is all right. So thank you so much for everyone who is contributing to that. And I'll save this and I'll update LibreOffice in a little while. My head's getting chopped off, so it looks like I'm disappearing into my spreadsheet. All right, sorry, it's early. Okay, so let me switch over to here. All right, so thank you so much again for everyone who is. Oh yeah, I love LibreOffice. If unless forced to by work, I use LibreOffice because it's Libre and it's free. Double meetings. Okay, so. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. I hope this was a productive morning for you, being able to work on your different projects. And I will be back here tomorrow morning in the same time. Yep, and hopefully I'll do a little bit more of my research off stream so that I can get back to working on my synopsis and more word sprinty type stuff as opposed to research. We'll see. Hopefully I'll be able to do that. All right. So with that, let us open up and find somebody to raid. Delian, and find somebody to raid, and Echoes. Okay, we haven't raided Delian in a while. Delian is working on art this morning, drawing cute little maps. So you'll be able to chill and watch more of the artwork that they're working on. So thank you again so much for being here, and have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow, and keep on writing. Thanks everyone.